foot 6 inches, number 8, Kobe Bryant. At power forward, standing 6 foot 8, number 22, Leonard Petrovich. At center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 45, Stacey Abrams. Starting at the upper forward position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 14, Chris Paul. Starting at the upper guard, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 18, Rod Strickland.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Take a look at the Pacers, third best record here in the early going. And, of course, the Heat, 3 games behind.
And I think for Miami, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Smith is out there with Harper. Then there's Hill. Then there's Bull. And it's Abdul Rahim in at the 4. And for the Heat, they've got Bryant. King is out there with Petrovic. Then it's Mullen. And it's Strickland in at the 1. Smith outside. Here is Harper, coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Outside Mullen. And Bull pulls it down. For the Heat, their last game a loss to the Celtics.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Here's Strickland. 26 points for him last game against Boston.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Smith kicks to Harper. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
For Miami, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Smith against Bryant. With the teardrop, and it's Strickland missing.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Here's Harper. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Hill passes to Harper. It's back to Hill. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sport.
And how about a look at the most recent power rankings? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. Take a look at the Warriors. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And you know, for the Heat, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played. Plenty of time to turn things around.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
The Heat trail by 4. Here's Strickland. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Hill. He definitely had a good game in their win against the 76ers.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Outside Mullen. Pass to Petrovic. Here's Strickland. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Strickland really good at both ends of the court. He's a really good passer, a creative scorer, and a pretty crafty defender, too.
Miami shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Pacers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Here's Harper. No good on the 3. On offense, here are the Heat. Pass to Strickland. Shoots over Harper, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Here's Hill. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Hill showing good strength there. I like how strong he is. Even when you knock him around a little bit, he's able to stay with his shot effectively.
Now here's Kobe. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Strickland. And that one goes long.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
All by himself. Finished off the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Abdul Rahim. An 11-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Chris Mullen.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
So he gets them both. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Smith against Kobe. Outside Mullen. Inside, Petrovic. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
The pass to Strickland. They get it back. King, that's good.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Pacers leading by 4. Outside Harper. And Hill has it in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Hill's got 9 points.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Outside, Kobe. Passes to Strickland. Here's Petrovic. Outside Bryant. Shot clock at 6. 14 feet away. And it's Strickland missing.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Here's Abdul Rahim. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And though we often talk about Harper's scoring, he's just as adept at setting up his teammates.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the and so it's Indiana with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Russell high post, working on Anderson. And Russell gets it to go. The Heat trail by 5. They've got Anderson. Also Bryant out there. Owen is out there with Brent. And it's Day in at the 4-man position. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now here's Nance. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Anderson with the ball. Pass to Mullen. Three-pointer. That one doesn't go. Pacers leading by 3. Outside Hill. Nance outside. Again, Indiana.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
To the paint, Petrovic. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
It's good.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Nance passes to Bol. Russell against Anderson. Russell dishes to Bol. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Bol's got his first bucket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside Bryant. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Russell against Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. And here's Kobe for three. But they'll get another chance. Yep, that one goes in there. Kings got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Derek Harper's checked in for Indiana. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Launches it. Unable to get that one. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the second quarter so far. Bryant looking over the floor to the middle. Petrovic's shot is off.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Now here's Nance. He's got 7.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Strickland. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, with this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. 5th on the list, Grant Hill.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
That one drops. He ties it up. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Mullen with the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Bulls got 5 rebounds tonight. And Hill has it in the corner. Kicks to Nance. With the shot. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And now it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far. And when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Outside, Kobe. King, the pass to Mullen. Good ball movement here by the Heat. The 3 from Bryant sinks the triple. Bryant's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
And you really got to appreciate that swag that Bryant plays with. If you give him room to shoot from deep, he's going to make you pay. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Strickland. He's got 6. Releases. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Strickland's got 4 this quarter. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Nance outside. Off target with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And there's the bucket from Petrovic.
And you gotta like how Mullen looks for his open teammates, always trying to make guys better.
And the Pacers with possession here after the Heat pick up 2. Now here is Hill. Defense right on him. Nance with another miss. For Miami, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now here's Nance. He's got 11.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Here's Petrovic. They lead by 4. A baseline J, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Bulls got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Harper still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Hill kicks to Harper. Unloads from 9. It's blocked, and he recovers it. Out to the right wing. Here's Abdul Rahim. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And you know what makes Abdul Rahim so hard to handle in that low post is the number of moves he has. It's just a matter of which one is he going to use.
Here's Strickland. He's got 8. Pass to King. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by 1. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers and how they're playing?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive board. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the 3, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the 3 ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Strickland. On the court for Indiana. They've got Bull. Derek Harper is out there with Smith. That's Hill. And it's Abdul Rahim in at the 4 spot. Here's Mullen. Offensive rebound, Heat. It's blocked. And here is Hill. Floats one. Here's Bull. And it's King with the rebound. King's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Strickland passes to Mullen. For the lead. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Harper. The rebound by Mullen. Mullen's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts. There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Hill passes to Harper. Hill against Mullen. And the pass to Abdul Rahim. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Top of the key. That's tipped.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
On the wing, Mullen. He's guarded by Harper. It's tipped.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Harper the pass to Abdur-Rahim. The high post shot.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
Pass to Strickland. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Pass to Smith. Here's Abdur-Rahim, defended by Bryant. Abdur-Rahim's shot is good. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Here's Strickland. He's got 8. Pass to Petrovic. Here's Strickland, a 3-ball. But they recover it. Here's Petrovic, covered by Smith. Petrovic's shot is off. Indiana leading. Outside Harper. Down low. Here's Abdur-Rahim, and he dunks it down.
Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Here's Strickland. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The pass to King. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Harper against Mullen. Harper, no good.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Petrovic's shot is off. And for the Pacers, they're shooting 40% from the field. Ryan against Harper. Passes it to Bull. Back to Harper. 6 to shoot. Looking to end his cold spell, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
And Bryant slams it in.
Boy, what a great athlete Kobe Bryant is. Man, watching him take flight and jam it down doesn't get much better than that.
Now, here is Smith. 10 points for him. King with the block. Pushing it up. Shot's good by Strickland. Now it's a 3-point Heat lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Heat?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Miami with the ball after Indiana gets the 3. Outside, Mullen. And Abdur-Rahim pulls it down. Abdur-Rahim's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Nance against Mullen. Nance passes to Abdur-Rahim. And And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
And Abdur-Rahim is a talented big man. I mean, a volume shooter who has no problem carrying the load on offense.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Indiana making some. Seconds left to play here in the third. Hill has the open look. No good again that time.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Anderson against Nance. Right side, Kobe pulls up. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. There's Whitehead, and there it is for him. Whitehead's got his first points of the night. Anderson against Russell. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
With 1 on the clock, no good on the last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. Miami ahead as they end the third quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Anderson is out there with Kobe. Then it's King. Then it's Mullen. And it's Day in at the power forward position. It's the group on the floor for Miami. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Nance kicks to Russell. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Anderson against Russell. Anderson passes to Mullen. Here is Day. Offline with his 3. Nance against Mullen. Nance outside. There's Russell with the 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And that one drops for him.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Bull. Hill left side. Nance outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Russell with it. He dishes it to Hill. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Nance, no good. The Heat leading by 4. Outside Bryant, pass to Mullen, fires the 3. Hill pulls it in.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Anderson against Nance. Russell dishes to Nance. Indiana moving it around. Nance with another miss. 8 have gone, just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Kobe, the pass to Mullen. It's deflected.
And it's not just Bull's size that makes him such an excellent shot blocker. He's got great instincts as well. Not many guys come out of games with more blocks than points, but that's typically the stat line for Manu.
The shot's good from Nance.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Mullen passes to Anderson. To the wing right side. Day kicks to Mullen. And the 3 ball is good. Mullen's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Russell finds Hill. Derek Harper's checked in for Russell. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. No one covering. Nance has got 4 points now in the quarter. Miami leading by 3. Anderson outside. And there's the pass to Kobe. Shot clock at 5. Back to Anderson. Over Harper. Anderson's shot is off. Nance against Mullen. The drive by Nance. Goes back up, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here is Day. Following the score by Indiana.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Anderson against Hill. Up top, Nance. Outside Harper. To take the lead. Here's Bull. He feeds it to Nicholson. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now here's Bryant. Passes to Day. It's blocked. Hands in the high post. Working on Bryant. Here's Harper. King with the block. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Indiana.
For mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. But that's just pure effort and hustle.
The first one falls.
Boy, you got to like the leadership Harper gives this team. I mean, you can count on him to run the offense and play solid defense, too.
The Heat making a switch here. Petrovic checked in. Smith checked in for the Pacers. And Harper drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here is Mullen. Looking to end the run. Yep, that one goes. Mullen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Mullen isn't deterred by the defense. When he's got position inside, he's incredible at finishing over size.
Here's Smith, and Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Here's Harper. Pass to Hill. Five to shoot. Launches a three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Kings. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Grant Hill picks one up.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And Indiana making a change here.
What's up?
Chris Mullin, such a good scorer. His form is impeccable, and it looks even sweeter because he's a lefty. He's somebody you have to game plan for.
Smith outside. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Now the dish to Bull. Count it. Bull's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the line.
Slammed home and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
One shot.
Pacers trail by 3. Here's Harper. Pass to Smith. The kick out to Hill. That 3 off the mark.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Kobe, the pass to Strickland. Shot clock at 6. The 10-footer. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Now here is Hill. Looking to get back on track here. Second chance shot. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Abdur Rahim.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Big difference in second chance points, and that makes it tough.
Here's Strickland. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside Harper. The pass to Abdur Rahim. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Here's Strickland. Outside Mullin. Hope they get it back.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Smith for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Petrovic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Kobe, the pass to Strickland. There's the double team with Bull. Outside Mullin. The Heat rebound.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Now here is Smith. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here is Bryant. Here's Petrovic. Fires the three. Kept alive. King the pass to Bryant. On the wing, Mullen. Again, Mullen missing.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
The Heat trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
King. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The Pacers shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. And it's Smith missing. Heat shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's Strickland. King the pass to Petrovic. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. They grab their own miss. And the shot's good from Abdul Rahim.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Indiana.
On the free throw, no good. On offense, here are the Pacers. Big stretch here going 10-2. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
1:22 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Strickland. He's guarded by Harper. On the wing, Bryant. A three. Miami with a new 14. And it's good. 2 points. Now just a 1-point Indiana lead.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions, when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play, and you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
And it's the Heat with the ball. The Pacers making the shot. Outside, Kobe. Out to the right wing. Here's Strickland. He's again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. Both good from the line that time.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Passes it to Abdul Rahim. Out to Smith. 3-pointer. There carries it from outside.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Strickland. He's guarded by Harper. Pass to Mullen. Lets it go from deep. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. Clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Strickland. Got it up in time. Oh, then shot at a chance, but no good. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.